Is this thing on? Let's see here. See what we looking like. Are we in business? Are we in business? Yes, we are. Yes, we are. Good morning. Sunlight shines across your sleeping face. Hey, it's time to wake up. Now we get to vote today. It's Super Tuesday, people. It's time to get up. It's time to get up. It's time to get up. Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. It's time to wake up. Y'all see my cup? My brain has too many tabs open. Where's the lie? Even when I wake up. I woke up this morning with a old hymn in my heart. A couple of them. One of them. Hey, is it, and I want to say right, is it Eve Belize? Hey, cousin. Good morning, Kelsey. I did get your what you sent me yesterday. I have to check the schedule to make sure we have aid services for Desi. Y'all, my Desi turned 9 today. Oh my God. We're about to be at the double digits. What am I going to do? But the song that I woke up with this morning was Woke Up This Morning. I did. I got it. Hey. That was one of the songs. I guess I wasn't ready for it. I'll come back to that one. I'll be sure to tell her. I think I'm going to do a members only live today where we kind of celebrate. We typically, with her birthday, don't do a lot because, again, she does have autism. She doesn't really know it's her birthday. However, she deserves to have the same thing we would do for any of our other children, and they had to be taught, right? So she'll get there. Bruce, how you doing? So happy to see you in the house. I'm not gonna be here long, y'all. I just wanted to get on this morning with a tad bit of encouragement. One, because that's what I do. Two, this is how I can honor my mother. You notice I don't have a thumbnail, and the reason why I don't have a thumbnail is because I'm going to take a picture of her proclamation from the city before when she passed away, and it talks about, "Hey, sugar love, what it do? How you doing? So good to see you, Weinstein." And one of the things my mom did, she was a firm believer in voting. Mama was a little aggressive with her voting. I'm coming across real nice this morning, like, get up, guys, make sure you go out and vote. No, and my mom be like, get your up and get out and vote. I don't care who you vote for, just vote. But the song, let's get back to the song real quick that was on my heart this morning. If you talking about my Jesus, he's all right. If you're talking about Jesus, he's all right. If you're talking about Jesus, he's all right. If you're talking about Jesus, he's all right. 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 Woke you this morning, clothed you in your right mind. He's all right. 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 So that was a song that was on my mind this morning. And I'm what Jesus may look like to me may not look the same to somebody else, but to Rob, yeah, that's the worship song that was on my mind this morning. But seriously, not seriously, as in that wasn't serious. because it was. But I wanted to say that today is election day, right? Super Tuesday. Super Tuesday. We get to this place every 4 years. We win some, we lose some. And what do I mean by that? Because Aisha, what do you mean? So what side are you on, Aisha? Aisha, what side are you on? Well, geez, and all I had was a C is for cookie. That's okay. That works. Why is it so important? Like really, you live in a Republican state. Why do you even get out and vote? Well, guess who this girl was raised by? Her grandparents. Guess who has a 91-year-old mother-in-law? So guess who heard the stories of the sharecroppers, the slaves, the generations going back? Me. But not only that, as you can see, and I hardly wear my letters on camera, so anything that I say is an opinion of Aisha Thomas and Aisha Thomas only. It does not stress the opinions and thoughts of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated. But as you can see, I always get StreamYard misses. There's power in our vote since 1913. My sorority, Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated, was one of our first acts was to walk in the women's suffrage march. And though we were Black women at the time, although I'm still a Black woman today, and though our sorority has women of all color and nationalities a part of it, in 1913, we was on the backside of the lines holding it down for the women, even when we didn't really count. So for me, voting is everything. I know that we have seen the news. If you hadn't seen it, I've seen it, and it's kind of broken my heart. And that's just real talk. So this all I can give y'all is a quick real talk, because I got to get my baby ready for therapy this morning. But I got to make sure I put on her gold balls that get her all excited and all that good stuff. And that's a good 2-hour process. Is that when I saw the news for Friday, I'll make sure I tell her, Kelsey, and I literally saw videos of individuals trying to run the Biden-Harris bus off the highway in Texas. My heart was hurting. I'm like, God, I don't remember this type of America. And people may say, well, racism has always been there. Perhaps it has. But you're looking at somebody who hadn't had to deal with it to this degree. And is that me whining? No, because I can handle me. It makes me sad because I feel like instead of moving forward as a country, we're moving backwards. I hear people talk about, well, the economy has not been this way since so and so, so and so. So this candidate has gotten the economy and the money back up and this and that. And I hear it, but I don't see it. All I see right now is hate. And I hate it. I absolutely hate it. So this happens Friday. So Sunday, my cousin is on the 285. I guess I probably shouldn't have made that my thumbnail, but the picture is, hey, Sherry, thank you for coming in. Good morning. My cousin is on the 285 and there's a parade and she's literally having to slow down, having to take pictures. Didn't have to take pictures, but taking pictures like, what's going on? Like, and there's a right way and a wrong way to get your point across. There have been protests I can go as far back as Trayvon Martin in my mind. And I know there are protests way before that. Even with Rodney King, there was looting and all that. But I'm going back to my adulthood, right? And even here in Memphis, they blocked the 240, the 40 bridge. And if anybody know, I-40 is money. Truck drivers, everybody has to go through I-40. They peacefully blocked the bridge. People were angry about it. Why? Because you were blocking money. You were blocking resources. So I get that. However, what I saw or what I've seen and what I'm seeing and people being escorted to the polls, this puts me back into a time where I was never born. I wasn't even here yet. And so this isn't me putting out a plea for who to go vote. I'm not going to tell you who to vote for, who not to vote for. I am going to tell you my stance, and I've said it before. I want to think about what I say because I don't want to sway anybody one way or the other, but I don't care about losing followers. That doesn't matter because I'm going to love you guys regardless. I just want to make sure that I say it in a way that makes sense versus a way of combativeness. Politics is ugly, period. You're picking the lesser of two evils, and not really calling either of them evil because truthfully, what we've seen over the last 16 years, 12 years, is that a president is a president, but a president really don't run much without a backing. But I don't feel like I felt the last election. The last election, I went to bed, I woke up, it was Trump. It was like, oh, okay, let's move on. Life goes forward. But the things that I've seen happen in these last 4 years to people that look like me concerns me for another 4 years. I've had to go out and buy additional artillery for my home. I never thought that I'd think, oh, we need additional guns in our home. I'm a firm believer in the Second Amendment right to bear arms. However, I don't feel that regular citizens should have access to military grade artillery without proper training. Aisha believes in pro-life. I believe that every seed that is connected to an egg that forms something has a purpose. That is my belief. I do not believe the government has the right to tell a woman what to do and not to do to her body. And I don't believe in hate. Friday, Trump Jr. got on the radio and told them to meet this bus as Kamala Harris, because Vice President Biden, former Vice President Biden, forgive my words, was in a different rally. In a good old-fashioned Trump style. What do we see? We saw brandishing of weapons. We saw signs and them running her off, trying to run her off the road. We have pictures from the inside of the bus. We have different reports of, saying what happened. They had to go ahead and cancel the event, and the whole purpose of it was intimidation because the margin between a Republican and a Democrat hadn't been that close in that particular area, I don't think, in history. That's a problem, y'all. Last night, my husband, this strong man, this man that I'd be like, oh, he mine, went to bed with a heavy heart and said, I just don't feel good about tomorrow. My son did not get to go. Yes, he's 17 and still wanted to go trick-or-treating with his friend. No, sir. After what I saw Friday, son, Black and brown children are not okay to be outside. Y'all, this ain't okay. No longer is this about Democrat or Republican or about taxes and fair. Let's talk about taxes. Since we want to talk about taxes. I believe in fair tax. I don't think a billionaire should pay more taxes just because they make more money. They worked hard to get to where they are. I don't agree with it. But what I do know is this hate that's being spewed, this rhetoric that's being spewed by this current administration. And we can't say it's not him because we hear the words come out of his mouth is not okay. And to tell me, because these are the arguments that I've had to, or the debates that I've had, to tell me, well, I can't back anybody that will support killing a baby. Excuse me? It's a baby when it's convenient for you. It's an embryo when it's not. It's a fetus when it's not. Do you honestly think a law is going to stop it? The law is to keep people safe. Because guess what? Back alley abortions was a thing. People are going to do what they want to do. People are going to, when it comes to fight or flight, taking the best measures for your life, they're going to take the best measures for their life. No longer can you hide. And it was Billy Graham's daughter that wrote a letter to the evangelical women asking them to stand up and vote against this man because it doesn't represent what we want to see represented in our society. So yes, I voted Biden-Harris. I voted last week, but I have to take my mother-in-law today, 91. Her steps are short. I'm going to fight about mine. I'm going to do what I have to do about mine. So I encourage us all to be mindful. Those of us who have family members that we know, come on now, let's be real, are racist. And we can't say we don't. I used to tell my mom all the time, Mama, you're racist. My mama said she couldn't be racist. If I were to tell you some of the stories that we had, you'd be like, girl, your mama was racist. I ain't got no problem with calling somebody out when they're wrong about something. I have no problem. But we can't continue to live in America like this where it's so bad we can't even trust each other to love each other. Like, do you not understand what I'm saying? To think that we're on the same page, to go, the deepest hurt for me, was to be a member of a multicultural church that I did life with, ran small group with my husband. Our small group was the most diverse group we had in the church. The most diverse group we had in the church. To call them family, to have the home it was hosted in referred to as family, because in my heart they were family and I thought they loved me the same. And then to see a post that said the reason why they're voting for Trump, and it was a list of things that went through a copy and paste, and it pierced my heart. Like, I love you. I can't unlove you. I love your children. I trusted you with mine. I trusted you with my life. I spent 2017 every Thursday, every Tuesday, doing small group in your home with you. 2017 was a hard year from January to December when I lost my mother, but I did life with you. You see me. You say you love me. You love my children. Then how can you be okay with how we're treated? I don't understand. There's no amount of money, tax breaks, anything that makes this stuff okay. It is not okay. And I get it. I've seen Biden in 1972 said he ain't want his children going to school with the black kids because, he it was gonna be a jungle. And what was the song? Sometimes what's the words? But I need you for this song. Sometimes I feel like a jungle don't know what I can do from keep from going under some. It's a rap song. However, that was 1972. I was born 5 years later. Since then, he's been in a presidency with a black man. Let's hope that his stance on black folk has changed. But guess what? If it hasn't, I'd much rather deal with someone who's still working on it versus somebody who don't care. Now let's talk about economy. Have y'all made more money in the last 4 years? I hadn't. Let's talk about insurance. Can we please stop calling it Obamacare? Because people are confused. It's the Affordable Care Act, and we need it. But see, Obamacare is often put out there with Obama's name on it just because people then will vote against it because it's called Obamacare. No, it's not called Obamacare. They deemed it Obamacare. It's the Affordable Care Act. And we need it. Here we are on the heels of today, and there is still not a plan to replace it. Why would you repeal something without having a plan in black and white? Thank you, baby. Thank you. Life is like a jungle sometimes. It makes me wonder how I keep from going under. That's it. So, in all my sadness, I told y'all October is hard for me. It is, and I know why. I know it's because my mom. I know because she dealt with breast cancer. Not only that, I just recently had an auntie. It's just been a year. Like she became the closest thing to a mother to me. She ended up getting diagnosed with breast cancer, and that was hard on me. Harder than anybody know, because I literally had to have a look. God, you took my mama. She the next thing to it. She don't drink. She don't smoke. She the reason why I love you. She went to get a mammogram 2 weeks ago. It was fine, and then 2 weeks after, she got breast cancer, and then the most dangerous. What are you doing? So October is hard for me. I'm not gonna even lie to you. But today I got up. I was like, oh, I can honor my mama today. She's gonna be proud of me today. Because I'm gonna use the platform that I have to say, get up and vote. And vote with some conviction. We all know that this voter suppression, and that's what it is, that happened on Friday. That's been happening. That happened yesterday. This threatening people as they go to the polls. This shutting down certain poll stations. It's not okay. It's not okay. The threat of a race war if he doesn't win. Let's not be fooled. People are going to do what they want to do, whether he win or not. Now that's just fact. But to make America great again, I just don't know what that means. Because the America that I grew up in, I thought it was pretty good. What I'm seeing now is not great. What I'm like, I shouldn't be afraid for my son to go trick-or-treating, but I was. Firmly have always believed in bearing the right to bear arms. I didn't think I'd have as much artillery as I have now. And was tempted to buy more this weekend, and still thinking if I can get to a gun shop today, I may buy a couple of more things. Because we don't know what tomorrow will be like. And that's just the truth. It's a hard fact, but it's true. And I'm sad that this is the place that we've gotten to. But y'all, we aren't acting like the United States of America. We're acting very divided. And I don't know what we do going forward. I'm confused by so many things when it comes to politics. The need for so many different parties, the need. I'm just, I'm angry about so much of this stuff. I'm angry about how things get slid in and swept under, and we don't know. We focus so much on all the countries around us and protecting this, and this isn't okay. But we have some major heart issues going on in our own country. For me, voting for Trump is like saying, I support womenizers. I support people who don't respect women. I support people who believe that a woman should stay in her place, whatever that may mean. Voting for him says, I don't believe that all humans are created equally. It's saying, I don't believe we should have the same rights. And as a Black woman, it kind of hurts to go back and read through history and see the system ain't broken. It's actually working the way it was designed to work. That means the system needs an overhaul, right? It needs an overhaul. But as I posted on somebody's post a couple days ago, one thing, as my grandma would say, one thing for certain, two things for sure. Whoever is in office, God is still in control. But I just want y'all to know that trying to intimidate people, and I'm not saying it's you guys, I'm just saying what I've seen, it's not okay. Blocking highways, preventing people from getting to the polls, is not okay. Threatening a race war if he doesn't win, it's not okay. So whether you vote for him or not, my prayer is that we still figure out a way to come together and make this world, in the words of Michael Jackson, a better place for you, me, and the entire human race. When I was little, every Black History Month, we sing, we shall overcome. We shall overcome. We shall overcome someday. Oh, deep in my heart, I do believe we shall overcome someday. I was a little girl didn't understand what I was singing. It was always part of a play. It was always talking about slavery and those who made it out, and it was a victory song. But how many of our ancestors are looking at today like this is a repeat of history? We shall overcome. We shall overcome. We shall overcome someday. Oh, deep in my heart, I still believe we shall overcome someday. What are we overcoming? We shall overcome. We shall overcome. We shall overcome someday. Oh, deep in my heart, I still believe we shall overcome someday. Call me naive, but I believe in an America where kids of all colors can come together and play. Neighbors is not about being rich or poor. It's just about loving each other and doing the best for what we got. So I encourage you, go out and vote today if you have not done early voting. Vote with conviction. Think about people that look like me. Think about people that look like my family. Think about some of your friends, some of the people that's in your family. And truthfully, whatever the outcome is, in the words of my grandma, one thing for certain, two things for sure. God is still in control. I'm going to read some of these comments real quick, and I got to get my baby hair combed. Check your cash out. Oh, thank you, cousin. Thanks, Kelsey. To God be the glory. Thank you. Thank you. Whew. My God, today I spoke. Did I speak to everybody? Let me see. Bruce, Sherry. Yes, rock the vote. Watson says, I pray people vote for the right person today, child. We don't need another 4 years with the man. Child, speak. God has us in the palm of his hand. It will all come to an end today in Jesus' name. That part I believe. It is very ridiculous how things are now. So that's why we need to vote, because it will be the launching pad for our voice to be heard. First things first. Yes. Stand up and let our voice be heard. Fantastic travels, Sherry. I'm so over hate. Like, can I say I hate hate? Does that make sense? And I don't hate much of nothing, but I hate hate. Good morning, Cindy. Good morning, S. Hutchison. Wow. Rest in peace to your mom, Cindy. And I will be praying for you that God comforts you. Well, God, right now, I ask that you comfort Cindy as only you can. Wrap your arms around her, God. You know the comfort that she needs. You know the strength that she needs. Give her everything that she needs as she grieves the loss of her mother, God. What I do know, God, is that you are a comfort keeper and that you can rock us even in the still of the night when no one is around. And so for that, God, I say thank you. And I pray that prayer over Cindy. In Jesus' name, amen. Rest in peace to your mom. And I pray for your strength. Grandmaster Flash, yes. Thank God you're speaking on this as people we have got to get together. Yes. Good morning, positive pusher. Fantastic Travel says, I love my friends no matter what they believe and who they vote for. I love the person, not their vote. Cindy says, vote don't dictate me either. Yes, please thumbs up the building, the video. October reminds me of breast cancer victory, but in October of this year, my husband left me, took my home. I lost my job, but I did not lose my faith. That's it. I've been saying, it's just kind of been on me that whole, you can bend, but you won't break. All things work together for good. Yes. But the caveat to that is to those who love God and who are called according to his purpose. Most definitely have been praying for you, Sherry. Good morning to you from Malaysia. Hiroko and Ann, thank you for coming in. Thank you, Sherry. Understood, Vinted. I am the same way. My friendship and encounters are not based on political or religious belief or even or sexual preferences. It's based on who you are as a person. Yes. Thank you again, Kelsey. Love. Yes. Yes. Love conquers all multitude of sin. That's on that will always be in my background. Yes. Yes. Good morning. I am content. Be well. Content, you are one of my mods. Yeah. Yes. So on that note, y'all, I'm finna get out. I'm finna comb my baby's hair real quick so we can get her to school on time. Well, therapy on time. She got half a day today. She's 9 years old. Gonna try to go live for members only for sure. Not ready. Not sure if I'm ready to put her out to everybody. Blessings to you, Queen Belinda. Thank you for sharing some love and get you some rest. And yeah, y'all will see me more today probably than you have since I've been on YouTube because I'm checking in. I'm like, hey, y'all been out there to vote yet? What's it looking like? What's the temperature? I need to know. I need to know. I need to know. I need to hear from all parts of the US. I need to know what's going on. What's going on. Make sure we're straight. You know what I'm saying? And I also just want to keep some positivity out in the air because I know the negativity has already started. Like the craziness. But one thing I can tell you is that I'm gonna give you love and truth. Amen. Y'all have an amazing day. I love you guys. First time ever in YouTube history. Aisha was on YouTube at 7 in the morning. Hey, 7 in the morning. Hey, don't get used to that though, because I'm not an early person. I don't know. I love the Lord hearing my cry, but I like for him to hear it around noon or so. Okay, I love you guys. I will be back today. Have an amazing day. Get out and vote if you have not voted. At this point, I just need to know that there are other humans in the United States besides the people that regularly vote. Okay, let's get the numbers up. Get out there and go vote today. I love you guys, and I will be back. Bye. Oh, I don't like that. That sounds like Tasha K. Bye, y'all.